You see here, hi guys. Well, I'm on a little trip in the train, trying to go into a place called Appenzell, and I'm about 3/4 of an hour away from there. But I thought I'd bring you along. I'm alone. Mrs. DC had to work today, and my boys, well, they're doing something else. So, I took the time off, taking a day for myself. And since I've got this train, a yearly train pass, well, I just jumped in a train this morning and left. So we'll see how it goes. Signing off for a moment. Take care. Okay, so right here actually is the train station. It's a nice train station, isn't it? For those of you who know a little bit of Switzerland, there's Appenzell cheese, which is very well known. And the Appenzell people wear these traditional garb at certain times. So here you have like little, these are Appenzell dogs. These are not St. Bernards. They have their own dogs. And like I say, the cheese, it's a well-known cheese, the Appenzell cheese. And if Susie is listening to me, she might recognize this board, which actually is a traditional Appenzell cheese board. But let's just keep on walking around in town. Now, one thing about this town, if I don't get hit as I'm walking, is that women have not had the right to vote actually in not that many years. This is one of the last places where women in the country actually gained the right to vote. And I just walk in front of somebody. And what I was going to say is that in the town, actually in the center of town, which will probably be in a few seconds, they used to have what you call the Landsgemeinde. Now, the Landsgemeinde was actually once a year where at the time the men got together in their traditional garb and they had these ceremonial swords, and they brought up the things that needed to be discussed for voting. And basically, I mean, it was like a lifting up your swords or your hand or whatever and saying aye. And that's how actually they decided on politics here. Now, I can imagine if it was in today's world, well, actually they still do this, but I mean, it's still ceremonial. But some things are decided. But I mean, can you imagine in the middle of Washington with everybody with their swords? It would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Now, this is a beautiful town. And what is very, very particular in Appenzell is actually all this mixture of colors. Of course, this is a more modern one, if we can say. But you can see the style is here. This mixtures of colors. And the houses are always very intricately decorated. As you can see that one in front, the blue one. And of course, we can see that this is more modern than the traditional ones, which I'm certain we'll see a few in a second. Of course, the houses are old, but the decorations. So, what's this? The stores are opening. It's like 9:30 in the morning. So I left home at 6 this morning to be here. And I really just wanted to have time, to walk around and bring you along with me in the village. Now, where are we going from here? Let's see. Okay, Landsgemeindeplatz. That's what I was telling you about. Okay, so let's go see what that looks like. So we're going to walk along here. Publicity for the cheese again. As you'll see, the Appenzell cheese is a very, very important thing for commerce here. And also they make these special desserts. They're called, well, this one here actually is probably a Birnenwegen. So that is filled with pears. And then you have what they call the Biberlies. The Spitzbiberlies, those are little small ones, but they're filled with, well, I think it is also something with pears, but like I'm saying here in Appenzell, it's a very, very big thing. Here's the Biber. So those are really, really nice cakes. I cannot go home without bringing something like that. And actually, we're invited out tomorrow, so if I don't do something like this and say that I have been in Appenzell yesterday and didn't bring back anything to eat from this place, I will be in trouble. So you see, it's just all over like this. This is a very beautiful place, and as you can see, since I'm nice and early, there's not that many tourists, but it's not cold anymore. It really isn't cold anymore right now. So let's just walk along and see if we'll get to anything else. I don't know if the kids have school today. It is Friday. I have a day off actually. So that's why. But I'm able to walk around just like this. Okay. Well, I'm certainly going to have to do a lot of editing here or make a couple vids. Oh yeah. Another thing about Appenzell is these belts. They have them, and they have all these little cows, and it's all, well, I guess at the time it was in real copper. Oh well, even the nicest places have to be spoiled by construction or so on. I mean, I guess people say you can't change progress, whatever. Anyway, I mean, I had to show you this building even though there was, you know, construction just in front of it. I think actually I came at the right time, because it seems that from next week on, a lot of these places are closed for some type of holiday. So here's one of the churches. I said this was a Catholic part of the country. You can see the time. It's just a bit. It's 20 before 10. Actually, so yeah, here we are. This is the place I was telling you about the votes, and you can see like the guy has his sword to the side and lifts his hand to say yes, or well, in this case, if he's lifting his hand, it's because he agrees to what is being voted on. I thought I'd film a little bit, actually, some of the clothes that you see. There's always been some really cool, I say traditional clothes here in Appenzell. And here this is slightly modernized in a way. But the people here always dressed in style, so to say. Oh, the beer delivery. Everybody loves their beer here in Appenzell, so it seems.